Imagine lying in bed at night, your body heavy with sleep. The room is quiet and still. Suddenly, you open your eyes. You can see everything, but you can't move. You try to call out, but no sound comes. A pressure weighs on your chest as fear rushes in. You feel like someone's there, a shadow, a presence, and your heart races. Then, just as suddenly, it's over. You can move again, breathing fast, shaken but awake. That frightening moment is called sleep paralysis. It happens when your mind wakes up, but your body is still asleep. You're aware of your surroundings, but your muscles remain frozen in a sleep state. It usually happens as you're falling asleep or waking up. The experience only lasts a few seconds or minutes, but it can feel much longer. Around 8% of people experience it at least once in their lives. To understand why it happens, you need to know how sleep works. Every night, your brain goes through stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep. During REM, your brain is active, but your body is paralyzed, a natural process called REM atonia. This paralysis keeps you safe by stopping your body from acting out your dreams. Normally, your mind and muscles wake up together. But sometimes, your brain wakes up while your body is still in REM paralysis. You're awake, but your body can't move. You can still breathe, but it feels heavy and tight, as if something is pressing down on your chest. At the same time, the part of your brain that controls fear, the amygdala, stays active. That's why it feels so terrifying even though you're not in danger. Because you're half dreaming, your brain can create vivid hallucinations, shadows, whispers, or a figure in the room. It's your dream world overlapping with reality. For centuries, people tried to explain sleep paralysis through myths. Many believed it was caused by demons, spirits, or witches sitting on a person's chest. The painting The Nightmare by Henry Fuseli shows this idea perfectly: a dark creature sitting on a helpless sleeper. Stories like these appear in many cultures, showing how common and mysterious this experience has always been. Today, science gives us a better explanation. Sleep paralysis isn't caused by anything supernatural. It's just your brain and body not syncing up during sleep, a brief glitch in your sleep cycle. Certain factors make it more likely to happen. Lack of sleep, stress, and irregular sleep schedules are common triggers. Sleeping on your back can also increase the chances, as it makes breathing feel heavier. It's more common in people with depression, PTSD, or bipolar disorder. Those with narcolepsy are especially prone to it. Genetics can also play a role. Twin studies show that about half of the risk may come from inherited factors. Other triggers include caffeine, alcohol, jet lag, or certain medications. At the center of all this is something called the REM flip-flop switch, a system in the brainstem that controls when REM sleep starts and stops. When it works smoothly, you move easily between sleep and wakefulness. But if it misfires, your brain wakes up while your body stays in REM paralysis, trapping you between dreaming and reality. The good news is that sleep paralysis isn't dangerous. Even though it feels like you can't breathe, your body is working normally. The pressure you feel is just your brain misinterpreting muscle stillness. The episode always ends naturally when your body catches up to your brain. Still, the fear it causes can linger. Some people begin to dread sleep, which can lead to anxiety or insomnia. Understanding what's really happening helps. Knowing it's harmless and temporary makes it easier to stay calm. If you've experienced sleep paralysis, there are ways to prevent it. Keep a regular sleep schedule, aim for 7 to 8 hours of rest, and avoid caffeine or alcohol before bed. Make your sleeping environment comfortable. Relax before bedtime with stretching, deep breathing, or meditation. If you wake up during an episode, try to stay calm and focus on slow, steady breathing. Some people find that moving a finger or toe helps them break free faster. If sleep paralysis happens often, a doctor or a sleep specialist can help. Cognitive behavioral therapy can reduce anxiety about sleep, and in some cases, medications can help regulate REM patterns. Sleep paralysis may be frightening, but it's also a fascinating glimpse into how the brain works. It shows how delicate the balance between sleep and wakefulness really is. Sometimes that balance slips, and for a brief moment you're caught between dreaming and reality. It might feel like being trapped in a nightmare, but it's simply your brain keeping your body safe. Once balance returns, the paralysis fades, and everything goes back to normal. So if it ever happens to you, remember, you're not in danger, you're not alone, and it will pass. It is just your brain and body briefly out of sync, A small glitch in the beautiful rhythm of sleep.